Life in first-century Judea was defined by its geography, a landscape of scarcity where survival was the primary occupation. While the population looked for political rescue from Rome, they remained trapped by the insurmountable plagues of the era: chronic hunger, endemic sickness, and the certainty of early mortality. This reality created a rigid boundary between human effort and divine necessity. As Mark 10:27 defines it, there were things simply impossible for man, requiring a power outside of natural law to resolve. Jesus of Nazareth introduced tangible, physical evidence that these established laws of nature were subject to his command. Providing physical proof of power over nature shifts the narrative from a series of philosophical teachings to a demonstration of authority over the material world. This demonstration of authority began publicly along the shoreline of the Galilee. In the account from John 6, Jesus faced a crowd of 5,000 with only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Mathematically and logistically, the situation was a dead end. The spontaneous multiplication of that food until the entire crowd was full suggests a power that overrides the natural laws of conservation and physics. From these macro-level environmental miracles, the narrative focus shifted to the intimate scale of human biology, as recorded in the Gospel of Matthew. In the ancient world, congenital blindness was a permanent condition. Without modern intervention, it was a lifelong sentence of darkness and isolation. Jesus bypassed the gradual processes of healing, repairing complex human biology instantaneously. Controlling environmental resources and the intricacies of human anatomy establishes the escalating footprint of a creator. These signs lead toward the highest threshold of human limitation, the absolute finality of the grave. When Jesus reached the tomb of Lazarus, the man had been dead for 4 days. This specific duration was noted to establish the biological certainty of decay. In John 11, Jesus reframes the moment from a historical event to his own identity, stating, "I am the resurrection and the life." He ordered the stone to be rolled away, physically breaching the boundary that separates the living from the dead. Raising Lazarus proved that the boundary of death was no longer absolute, setting the stage for Jesus' own final confrontation with the grave. While Lazarus would eventually die again, the resurrection of Jesus is recorded as an eternal victory over death. The empty tomb stands as the historical climax of his mission, the physical proof that the power of the grave had been broken. This event transformed a small group of terrified followers into a movement that would eventually reach every corner of the globe. The layers of history and architecture built over this site testify to the permanent impact this miracle left on the world. The historical record of these miracles functions as the foundation for the active spiritual reality of modern believers. A track record of systematically defying the impossible serves as the evidence for God's unchanging character. The same hand that fed the masses and gave sight to the blind is recognized today as a waymaker and a promise keeper. Because Jesus provided physical proof of his authority then, the faithful can place their unwavering trust in his power to move in their lives today.